Welcome back to Silent Pew. Today, we're taking a look at the FN SCAR 17. This is an iconic gun that you've seen in video games and on TV, and it's been called the ultimate battle rifle. But does it live up to the hype? Let's find out today. For anyone new to the SCAR platform, the SCAR 17 is FN 762x51, or better known as the 308 battle rifle. It's got a short stroke gas piston system, a 16 1/4 cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel, a monolithic upper receiver with a full length rail, a polymer lower, ambidextrous controls, and a non-reciprocating charging handle. To give you guys a quick rundown on this thing, we've got our Troy Industries foregrip out front. We've got our Vortex HD Razor 1 to 10 up top, and this is actually a limited black version of it. It's super clean, sitting on a Reptilia mount, and that brings this rifle together very, very well. And then of course we've got our UGG boot back there. I don't love having these ear pro on. I like the ones that I normally wear. However, this thing is so loud that you have to have these on covering your ears because it will have you ringing by the end of the day. The reason I don't like it is because when I go up and give a good cheek weld there, I tend to break the seal on here, so it tends to not work as well as I would like it to. However, we need it. Taking a look at that cheek weld in this buttstock back here, we do have a collapsible buttstock. We've got a cheek riser there, and we have some adjustability in the back, 1 to 6. So that is nice while we're taking a look at the rest of this rifle. Unfortunately, we don't have a 100-yard range today. We're just working with 50. So we're gonna go ahead and get this new optic dialed in so we can take some more shots downrange. All right, we got her pretty dialed in for the day. We started up here. Actually, we started off paper, and then I had to come up a little bit to make sure we're on. We got to there, then we moved to there. I just took 2 shots. I could tell it was high right. Then I brought it down a little bit more, and then I dialed it in. Down here, I used actually this square as a target point, and I put a 3-shot group there. Not the greatest. Again, I don't have a stable stand. I'm just shooting off my range bag, but we should be pretty good to go for the rest of the day. And of course, we need to get out to 100 so that we can get this dialed in. This isn't a review of the optic, but this optic setup with the Reptilia mount is super clean and the glass is super clear. I'm really liking it so far. So we're gonna keep messing with it, seeing how it holds up to this SCAR, because the SCAR does have a reputation with optics. Although this is the non-reciprocating charging handle, so we shouldn't have too many issues there. So let's take a couple more shots now that we're dialed in. Crazy. All right, let's take a deeper dive into this thing as the sun starts to come out and beams down on me. Those clouds are moving away. We've got our 16 1/4 inch barrel as stated earlier. And if you can see that there, unsure if it's focusing, but it's 7.62 x 5.1. Now, my understanding is that similar to 5.56 and 2.23, This barrel is rated for 7.62 by 5.1, not specifically 308. Although people do shoot 308 out of this, and it's known for the 308 cartridge. If you ask FN specifically, which I have, they don't give you a clear answer. They don't necessarily recommend it, but they don't really steer you away from it. So we do have our front sight there that's going to flip up, as well as the rear sight that's going to flip up. That's being blocked by the optic, however. Non-reciprocating charging handle that we discussed earlier. And then as you can see there goes our magazine. So nice and easy, simple to release the magazine from there. Safety selector is nice and easy to grab from both sides. And then the mag release is on the left-hand side only. Or sorry, the bolt release is on the left-hand side only. But everything feels nice and comfortable overall. So what are my final thoughts on this thing? I would say that overall, it's pretty lightweight in comparison to some others that I've felt out there. However, it definitely takes a toll on you the longer that you're shooting. And the recoil isn't bad, but boy, did it kick my. This is one of my all-time favorite guns, so I definitely had to have it in my collection. Besides that, I don't think I would just come out here for fun and start shooting this thing around. I mean, it does take a toll on your shoulder, and as many rounds as we've been shooting today, we're gonna be feeling that tomorrow. So, is the SCAR 17 the ultimate battle rifle? Well, I think that's to be determined. We've got to shoot some more battle rifle style guns to figure that out fully. But as of right now, you can't go wrong with this bad boy. This thing deserves a spot in the collection. It deserves to be tested out. It deserves to be shot. So if you have an opportunity to go take one out, definitely take a look at it. If you've shot the SCAR 17 before, or if there's something that you know is better than this, go ahead and drop those down in the comments below so I could take a look at them. And of course, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share this video with a friend or two, and turn on those notifications. And as always, stay safe and shoot straight.